No?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
hop over.
Yeah, they come over. We're going to do both here, so you got to see how to attack from both sides. When I'm here, and he's defending here with the cross hand, I look at the one that's over. That's the side I'm going to, the one that's over. Guys, remember? So it's hard to get him up. I can't use my regular method over here. So if you start to go here and it's hard, you drop your weight down and I drive with my whole body. And then I'm only going to hold this so that I can get my head to this side. Remember this so far? Mm-hmm. Okay. Then the hand goes, don't go over the hand, go underneath the hand. I lift the head so I can get it nice and deep. My head is what's holding his arm right now, here. Okay? Once I'm here, so we don't get confused, we stick with one configuration. I go to like that rear naked choke configuration. You guys remember? Then I'm going to knee on the belly first so that I can avoid him trying to get me in half guard. I'm a little loose for my friend here. And then as I come off, I'm going to come off and I'm going to drive not this way. I need to drive this way. So to do that, I'm going to tighten it just like a rear naked choke. I push on his head, so I'm pushing it back into my other arm, and I squeeze, and I drive in. Stop a little bit. Okay. So the force here is, once I get the hand to the side, I can let it go and go underneath. I'm here and here. I'm going to knee on the belly, and then when I come off, I'm driving this way, not this way, into his neck. Okay? The biggest issues I think that we had were, I lost my coat. Josh, would you mind? I think the biggest issue we had was people would get to this was good. This was looking good. People were getting here and driving this up, trapping. You get your head over here, and now I don't need this anymore because my head's going to drive. Instead of having to use my neck, so I'm not just using, unless you're working on that neck machine, you know. If I get my head to the ground, I've now locked it. So if he pushes against me, my head is locked to the ground. In jiu-jitsu, we try to use the ground. It's like so he's working against me and the whole planet. I go underneath, not over, underneath the arm, cup his head so you can lift, and I set it up like a rear naked choke, pushing on his head this way. Don't just jump, because he might grab me in the half guard here if I jump. And now I might be able, he starts to get his hip out, and he's, you know, and then he knows what to do. We're going to work on the defense. He grabs his leg, remember? Yes? Yeah. Okay. So when I get to this part here, I go first to knee on the belly. Now I already start driving my energy that way, and then I squeeze and I come off and drive this way. That way, like his arm is pointing me that way. Okay, do you guys remember the defense? Mm-hmm. The defense, he's gonna reach up and grab his leg. Okay, and that's as far as I want you to get right now. So again, I look, his hands are crossed. This one's crossed over. I'm gonna drop my weight and drive with my whole body. Cup the wrist so he doesn't bring the arm back, and I switch. Now I go underneath, go to knee on the belly. When I jump off, he's gonna grab behind his thigh with his arm. Okay? Now, we're gonna go into details here in a second, but basically by pushing away with his thigh and getting his hips away from me, he's breaking the pressure. I'm gonna try to choke you. Go ahead. Go. It's uncomfortable, right? But I'm not gonna choke you. Okay, so I want you to get to that part right there and stop.